Hopefully that bullshit won't happen again. I wasn't finished.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
My people.
With you. Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from.
Fucking nuts.
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Can't imagine starting musical this late.
Did turning off ray trace shadows really affect the fucking frame rate that much? Didn't even look like there was any ray trace shadows or any ray trace reflections even on the screen. Whatever the fuck's happening, it's not worth the frame hit. Get out of here. What about this? Perfect. Honestly, can't tell even happening with that. You know what? Yeah, fuck the ray tracing.
That is not helpful. Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year.
Yep.
I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Figgs, who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time.
That
It was good meeting
conversation
you. Good
right
luck to
now. Ah, fuck. Alright.
wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me.
Ah, I know who you are. You're the
Oh, yeah?
new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig.
I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying.
I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could.
Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard Chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
They're hiding from us.
Protego!
Shit.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
You blind?
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
All the signals were contrary.
Appears I won't be going up there.
Well, that's some bullshit.
I can't go up there.
I'm about to get pissed. Fuck, that scared me for a second. The statue's like looking at me. Oh. Get all your apples. Nobody saw that.
Protego! Lumos.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and
I
we
sure as
shall
fuck
put you
hope
to
so.
the test. This way.
Oh, did you hear about the new spell we're learning in... I can't wait.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up! Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio!
What? I'm kind of confused. Alright, that's pretty cool.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Lumos.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Fast travel.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Revelio.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the Hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My brother promised me his old broomstick once he's saved up.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
What? I'm like, 15. Or something.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself.
Oh, she did it.
Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Do I
Revelio.
Can't unlock that. The quest area!
I thought about her.
It's good to see you, Professor.
I need a drink.
And you.
I shall return.
I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Maybe I just... Mapper!
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now,
I like how there's like an
sounds you've quite a
in-game,
day ahead,
like an
with classes
in-world
and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies,
explanation of
including
tracking
your own
quests
one.
and
You'll enjoy
having
Mr. Ollivander. He's an
the
exceptional
knowledge of where to
craftsman
go.
and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Revelio.
You what? I'm sorry. What?
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
There must be... Holy frames, Batman. Make it stop.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
I should like to retire.
Oh, loading.
Revelio.
Ooh, the frame drops for no reason.
Revelio.
Off my another adventure, are we?
It's a Katie. Goddamn right, Merle.
Revelio.
Never forget what that old girl said in 1420. Lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Revelio.
Chill, bro.
Lumos.
Yeah.
Revelio.
Oh, it smells like shit in here.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Revelio.
There are some impressive new brooms for spin witches.
My friend.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I
My
care to
frames.
remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast.
The frames?
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
I don't know why the frames are not existent.
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Protego!
Protego. Those things. Good for
Levioso! I know.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Class, I hope you were paying attention.
Levioso!
That is how you cast Levioso.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Stupid.
I do, John.
Levioso!
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
He's just mad because I have purple
I
eyes.
put you on the spot.
My
and you
frames!
rose to the challenge.
Okay, we're good.
Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
It'll need to be restarted. No. Frames.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Frames.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
My frames.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again,
hey, come back
perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent.
Haha, we're
You know I was right
mischievous
about you.
shit.
If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club,
I break the rules all
or
the time.
sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be
I have
clever
purple
enough not
eyes.
to get
I broke
Thank
the
you,
rules of
Sebastian.
birth.
I'll keep that in mind.
An impossibility.
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Lucan Brattleby near the Clock Tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
First class student. Look at that.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Ignatia.
Revelio.
Frames! Why? There is no reason to have me fucking hold the button down to yeah. There's a main menu. Game kind of started right up. First time. I didn't know it was a main menu. That's me. I already have that. No. Can you? I kind of want that because I've seen what the outfit does.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
How do you go up anyhow? Oh.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Revelio.
I want him to get back to the lesson.
What are you up to?
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
You did that on purpose. Just like a damn cat. Got in the way, forced me to do something.
Lumos.
I don't understand the puzzle.
Revelio.
Like, what's the relationship?
What was the Ministry thinking? Black in charge of a bunch of... He hates children.
Revelio.
Fucking frames, man.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Is that an Accio or is it Accio?
Accio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot
I
of
know.
potential, but remember,
Thank you.
potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Outside!
I've always found that fun goes
Brains!
hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Who the fuck destroyed my frame rate?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like That's it! Not to worry. Splendid! Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure be like badass.
Yes!
This is some bullshit.
Accio.
No!
Happens to the best of us.
Watch this.
Very good.
Let us see this. There we go.
I can't win.
Accio.
Brilliant.
Rematch.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
My hair is getting wet.
Enough chatter. Focus.
Now my
now.
frames are
You
missing.
will need it. This round settles it all.
For whatever goddamn reason.
Yes!
Accio.
That's it.
Watch this. Phew.
Don't lose your composure.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Accio.
No! Fucker!
Keep trying.
I quit this game.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Oh. It wasn't very good. It was very bad. It was the opposite of good. Bad.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me.
Honestly,
This
didn't even know there were
enormous
anymore.
school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronen wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can
word,
use
if you
Accio on
would.
humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronen reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Fantastic.
Accio!
Didn't I come in from that door? Not a door. That's the door. Wow.
Hello there. You're the new student,
Hello.
aren't you?
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronen.
Cool.
Revelio.
I don't find potions bearable at all. And if it's double potions, I question whether I wouldn't just rather be a monk.
Is there any more stairs? Ah.
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Protego. Revelio.
Holy fucking frames. Revelio is like detrimental to life.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
I haven't slept well.
Oh my frames.
Revelio. Revelio.
Like standing right on top of it.
Revelio.
But I can't like move the camera up and down. See like level these things are. Oh.
Protego. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Doubt there's ever been a headmaster of this. Dubious honor indeed.
Stand up to the headmaster. Likely best to keep my head down till I finish up here.
Whoever decided to make Professor Black headmaster of Hogwarts?
Accio.
Oh dear. I shall...
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Is that what I've been catching?
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened a piece of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Amit tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Windows key I. System display. What? Failing service? Okay. I don't think that's gonna do anything, but
am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Revelio. Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little. The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it.
Oh, it's a moth.
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
I think rules against beasts in the dormitories should be enforced, just because it was passed.
Lenora! I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Yeah. That was my, like, eureka moment too. Oh, it's a moth. Right.
I thought about transferring.
Any more? Oh, that's what it means.
Away from Professor Black and his iron fist.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Protego! Accio! Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Accio! That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Wish I could sneak into the other common room.
All I'm saying is to please let me know next time.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Oh. Shit, what was I gonna do? Oh. Or fast travel points here.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, my frames.
Anyone been into Albie Pizza's shop?
do I feel like I'm not going the right way anymore?
I've always said that travel.
Oh. I have no idea where I'm going. But I'm going. Heyo.
Revelio.
I guess I need fire for that.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm so pleased to be included.
Anyone would do.
Alright.
My friends and I lose track of the time whenever we're at the Three Broomsticks. Nearly missed the dance one year.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Whee!
Revelio. Protego.
Damn it.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Oh.
Revelio.
Oh, wow. That was a sneeze. Excuse me? Oh.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
That life is behind me.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Accio. Levioso.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm the best.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Goddamn right I am.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular!
Put me in,
Let
coach.
the fireworks begin!
Fucking
We'll make you regret
frames.
signing up.
Fine frames.
Levioso. Oh, there goes my wager.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Act like a winner.
Get fucking shit on.
Levioso. Accio.
You're better than that!
Levioso. Accio.
Don't shy away now. What's a duel?
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
No more side quests.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Next time you need a partner for Cross Swans, don't hesitate to call on me.
Shall not. Chant. Frames!
Just wait till I've grown a bit. Then we'll see how well you do.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Revelio.
Attention, fellow artists. Another performance.
Revelio.
How the fuck do I get up there? Hi.
Revelio.
How? Oh. Hold on. Also locked.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Yep, it's me.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler.
What?
Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
Rams.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand...
Select the flying page and put a statue, put the front page of the fence.
Accio! This is the right area. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Jeez, get over yourself.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Accio. Brilliant.
How do I...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
They're supposed to be around here?
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
Oh.
Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Rames.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like
Reparo.
to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps
Revelio.
lashed out.
Revelio.
If I had to pick a favorite professor, I'd choose Garnet. Underneath that chip persona lies a brilliant
Stuff. This is just better. Fucking transmog. Literally every game should have it. Like all of them. They should all have it. Just in general. Holy shit. What else did I get? Is it still saying there's something here? I don't know.
Revelio.
I once turned my pet rabbit into a I was furious.
Tried transforming a rabbit.
I've always said that travel broadens the...
I need to stop by the
Revelio.
I've sent a letter home.
Every day. And not
Wall frames.
Well, fancy meeting you here. Revelio.
So I find the library is the best. As long as she doesn't hear you breathe.
It's so loud.
Revelio.
Why? Must be somewhere else.
Still have a bump on my head.
Revelio.
I'd like to send out.
Frame.
Revelio.
Did you get all this room from Pippins, or did you pick it yourself? No one sends me out.
I'm gonna stop here. Go to Hogsmeade tomorrow. I really hate how I have to hold the fucking button down to save the game.
I got one. Not even on my birthday. Why does the ministry require Animagi to register themselves? Seems most intrusive to me.
Anyway. All right. I appreciate y'all hanging out. And I hope y'all have a good day or night.